More speed. Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for— Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made a— Now that I think about it—
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh in—
Seems Beidou is the captain.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon.
So you'll be heading off then? Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens, until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say goodbye now.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you in our—
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need—
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered—
Okay, thanks for—
Just following orders.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. Don't look too serious. Well, now that we set sail for the
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stoves.
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing, though the fleet was fully up to the challenge. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma.
You don't know—
Toma, these two are—
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy—
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if...
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going.
Oh, right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous
Fair seas, Captain.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border.
Paimon thought we were supposed to...
Don't underestimate the reaches of the so we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. You must be... new. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and export. My apologies, but I'll help.
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order.
So, where...
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on
Sheesh.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk and as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome, and not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. Now, let's head over to the Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now...
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million.
2 million?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me...
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their...
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around...
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from over...
Then they'll milk them for a...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local... Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this... The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests. Essentially, it's an association devoted to...
Sounds like just...
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, after all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inas. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world.
And...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight.
Really? Wow!
I mean, it will take... Connections come at a high price. No, in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that I like to do things in a way that keeps every...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me... Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, recently things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them. The head of the association is called Caricio, and...
Humble supplication.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been...
Yes. Left, right, and...
The Sakoku decree certainly made...
But it's not the root cause of our woes. No. What's really... Those Mora grubbers from...
Oh, of the three
That's right. They impose They just issued a new tax decree recently.
Crystal man...
Something that most of us in the Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a... So, in order to pay our taxes, we began... But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. Now there's only one vendor who even
isn't that what...
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed... We've tried but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants... Fontaine.
Sounds awful. They're really... What do you think we should do? But Carice is the head of the association.
Right. And besides...
Okay. Well, we could try...
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped...
Well...
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with... If I remember correctly, are you...
Got it! Where...
I don't think I recognize you. So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't trade secret. Got it?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? They're wasting their time.
Hey, what's your...
Get out of here. Go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's...
That was quick.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Oh? Well, by all means. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just... Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shit. I can only assume he must have found himself a paid...
Huh. You're saying he used...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt. Then went into... When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a... The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but...
So he left the association?
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the...
Really?
Well then, it sounds...
This is agents. Please have your document identification.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom.
It's working!
So, trying to play my... Huh? What is this?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night. I've run into folks from the association more than a few. Don't you think I've wanted it?
Well...
They're so resilient. None of them had it, so I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of All right, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, you scaredy cat. So come on, get...
It's a scheme by the They start by overtaxing the merchants. Then take Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow.
It's just...
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. Evidence? Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him, as it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long...
Really?
Keijiru! It's him!
After him!
Stars.
Feel free to visit the International Trade Association. A nation blessing, now 10% off.
Inazuma's cooking. I'm not used to it at all.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Should I close?
He's getting further and further away!
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Whoa, it's boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of...
Let me take a look here. Aha! Yes! This is what we're looking...
Great! Well, now we have our...
I'll...
Huh? You aren't gonna...
I need a little more.
Huh. Poor...
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up,
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuse. And who are you?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here...
Huh? Is this...
You've been swindling us!
Well,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some
so you think you can use this?
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you...
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it...
well, even if what you...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the...
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal?
And not even...
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to...
Come on, Harrison. We've already...
I'm sick of being pushed around.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone...
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue.
A helping hand. The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. Seize the merchants. We will...
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need...
Who are you supposed to be?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro... Shh. Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory.
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young... lady of our clan some You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan. The Shirist... I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. No response, huh?
Thank you so much, Toma.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price. If nothing else, I'm...
Toma?
Shh, not here. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo. All right, time for me to answer your questions. Straight to the point. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the
You've been... So, the Yashiro Commission...
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in.
Seems like she must be super famous in Ina.
Oh, most definitely. She's great. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. You're asking the right questions. And firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake.
Still pretty good going.
Well, maybe Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your... that is, that you have what it takes to change...
Change the...
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups, navigating powerful people, using their character flaw... With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Yes, of course.
Toma...
Well, my work on Rito with... Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. Good luck with it.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get... Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so... Did Toma forget that... Oh, darn it! As soon as we get off Ritu Paimon's... Well, guess...
Stop there! Present your travel permit.
Sorry, but we really gotta get...
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as...
As a traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a... Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespass.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No. Come on in.
My sin...
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner, and...
nice to meet you. So,
All right, all in good time.
so...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have...
Exactly!
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot.
Whoa, you heard about that? Something wrong?
No. Rito is greatly honored. One other thing I heard about you is your great...
Oh, sure, no problem.
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingshin.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before.
Yes, bring me 300 Qingshin, would you? Freshly picked...
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble. Then how about this? We have a few...
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters.
Hey, what gives?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Mein Fräulein.
Halt, you two!
Huh? What?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you...
A letter? So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on? Huh?
You finally arrived. This is technically the second time.
Wow. She's the daughter of the hero.
No need to be so formal.
Is it Paimon or does...
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is...
Discuss...
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter.
No, you misunderstand me. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but
Pop!
of course, in doing so, I will also do everything. To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intent.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my... We don't have much time. I'll tell you... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the board. Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi.
My lady, this is an unexpected honor.
Is there something wrong?
No, as you were. My father simply
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you?
Please, do not cause us any further delay.
Yes, of course, my lady.
Now, need I remind you of the... Do you really presume that you can fool...
Boy, Chisato...
Yes, my lady. Very well then.
Shinojo, you...
Well, the request is from Lady Hiro...
Yes, but that's not...
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest...
Yes, my lady.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Monsters sighted! Prepare to counterattack! Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs!
We'll take care of this! Stay with Chisato!
See no more!
The hunter becomes...
Done.
Stabilize! Move!
Finally,
Crush!
Gather!
Moment of birth! Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiraki, stay close!
Yeah!
My blade!
Eye for an eye!
You win this battle.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit.
My lady?
So that's how it is.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us. I'm sure of it.
I'm not afraid to say that...
The one...
Shinojo, did you honest...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would...
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If...
Yes, of course.
But what will happen?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to...
Paimon never...
I wish you a safe journey.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
Whew! We're finally on our own way again! I suppose... down to the letter, this should be—
Sorry, we don't serve the general public.
Wait! We're not the
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck in.
Are our clothes really so— oh!
The Yashiro Commission's seal. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House.
Well, that sounds more— Well, now that we're here, where's— Paimon doesn't seem any—
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about—
What?
Relax, no need to look so surprised. I take it— Huh. So you didn't—
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem—
Alright, I've had my fun.
Hey! You're—
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here, so I came up with this But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Ms. Kamisato.
Don't think that—
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rule. Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... so you've heard of... His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you... But before that, there is one...
Oh?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god.
More speed.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't Huh?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first, as for Inazuma, it's known as the Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler. The eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other.
Seems like every god has their own.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. Perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou, and this statue of the omnipresent god can be...
But if that's the case, wouldn't you...
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out, and yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not...
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like...
Sound? What sound?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then...
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain that is where visions come from. In other words, So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Fine.
More speed.
I'm sure the Kamisato...
More speed.
kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going? Oh,
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro, consider it a time-honored tradition within...
Makes sense.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation at present in Inazuma. In the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, a commission's power rises and falls with the traveler. Lend us your power, and we can... Oh...
See, milady, it's just like I said.
No, please! Wait! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one...
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree.
Correct. Please do all you can to help them.
I'm sure you'll do.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave?
Precisely. It's much too... The children are desperate for you to take...
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about.
Ah, you must also be. Teijima has protected this, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw. But now, all of... We will gladly
If you want my opinion, it's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong. And still, they confiscated. I can't claim to fully understand it. But I could tell that he'd lost something very important. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying...
Seems like he's a
We can't let him...
You must be Teijima.
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave. True. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever result...
Okay. Well, in that case, if we... But if you... Oh! Maybe if you just...
Oh, that reminds me.
I keep a diary.
Oh, yes! Yes, you do! And what...
Perfect! So if we want to keep...
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary.
This looks like Teijima's diary. Let's see what... Today, the villagers and I got together to cook... Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him in, I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as... Seems like... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. Now that's the kind of info... So this is the almost... interesting. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time... The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Must be something pretty amazing. It looks like Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. But he's been here for well, let's go give
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. But it's clear that over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. And just look at how could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love, regret, everything I felt for her. No, after all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think, although, what if she were to turn up when I think about it like that? How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember? I shall remain.
Tejima seems to be dealing... seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. That certainly explains this. At least we were able to help him. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones but why would they take action? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand...
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are as...
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
What? We heard the commotion and...
I see. You see, this is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind... It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun...
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, my own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helped.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain things every month. And it's not just that. I have...
Does it have to do with the...
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, to top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why I came here. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself.
He seemed... But we better confirm. We should be able to follow their track.
Time to scout.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses.
You haven't seen... Today's just the beginning. You demand!
These seem like the treasure hoarder...
I will have order.
Try!
Live!
Oh, there goes all the Mora. Come on, boss. Think. Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure? Kuros. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see in...
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. I didn't want anyone else to see it. But now that you've caught us, how about we...
You've got a deal!
Huh? What the...
There's...
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of it. We better talk to this miss. As for you guys,
So, we redeemed ourselves...
Shut it.
Welcome to Tsukumomo, or perhaps there's... so you're friends of Kuro...
Whoa! Let's not get it. How did Kurosawa end up owing...
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary...
So that's how he was getting the... But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? The price?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been... Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people...
Wow. Kurosawa? And no one ever appreciated what...
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. If you ask me... Had Kurosawa told of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provision, if you're still curious, why don't I see? Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possessed... I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from... In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps... Oh, but before you go...
But you...
Information is all... Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa.
At least we now know where the emergent... Let's go talk to Kurosawa again, and see if he can remember... What are you doing?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left. It turned out to be a real time saver. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really...
Strange. Is that... I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense in my body this sword. I remember once when I was young. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things. All I can remember now is my father telling me at the end, said to me,
Hey, if you look carefully, can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words seem to taking on seemingly endless debts to make. But what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm Yet
another when we get the chance, let's speak to In any case, we must never let him sell... Yeah, Fortunately for us, let's go find the... The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword man. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some...
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong.
Maybe, but... Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all. Once...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or don't make me draw my blade, or you won't...
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about... But then we got here.
Please, accept my apologies. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the... He once said that his goal was to be... And so, even while training us... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his... He says the strangest things over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think... But if I'm honest...
The Grand Narukami...
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is... The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing...
Shh. So you decided to come. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, when she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. All the while he kept calling those names. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. All we can... Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! Let's go!
How? Are you sure you're dome? Unless... I guess it...
Excuse me? And what are you doing?
Bad news? I'll have you know I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else's... When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. I had begun training stillness of mind, freedom from all... But Domon was different. Sensei scolded him and told him I thought so too at the time. But Domon... Only then did I realize that it was Domon. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world.
Sure sounds like he meant bit.
Because until he arrived, I was... Of all the disciples, I was the most Domon's arrived. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sen. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, so when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction, I decided to quietly come. So you see, I came here. Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong. Still, Paimon's not sure we...
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But
Nanako,
I am sorry, but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, and all is certainly not lost. For I received...
Lady Yai?
Is the head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami
Correct. Lady, I am unable to say for certain whether...
Excuse me, Miss
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is... I must leave now, but we will meet soon.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei...
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe...
And those that come across Liu tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Also, is it just Paimon? It was probably...
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to...
Lady Yai, it must... This is nothing like...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that you're...
But...
Yes. This... Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual... As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his...
Your school practices make Yoshisui. Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his Jun. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple?
Lady Yai, I'm not sure...
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small... It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to run. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt him. Much...
Poor sensei. To think he's...
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Did he follow us the whole way?
Ansai, why are you here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the...
But what if one day... I put everything I had into trying to become the best. If there's a chance they'll end up like me...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after I can't know whether I will suffer. I want to keep going until the day that I can step...
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened. So, just as I once placed, you are not in the same position that...
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me. I no longer have the resolve to become the... But as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am now used to the life of a one. Well, don't just stand there...
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, might the wind that blows from afar for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Yi, she seems super mysterious. We can go...
Every journey has its final day.
I shall protect the lady.
Don't rush.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is I have heard all about how you helped our three friends.
Yeah, Ayaka?
Because now that you have done the
Ooh, wait a second.
Oh. Paimon, you are most
Oh, okay then. Ayaka?
Thank you both. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of the thunder's roar. But I believe that surely you understand what... It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feel... You will? Really? Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my
See? I told you she would... Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains...
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission.
Oh,
Once the number of ceremonial affairs...
Makes sense.
In any case, we can talk... The almighty Shogun. She inspires awe, commands respect. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. The issue is this. After all, it is but a tiny... Because of this...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us...
Resistance? You mean like...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear to say a little more about Sangonomiya. But I do wonder whether there may... Of course! They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's such... Oh?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt...
So...
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try... For example, by
You're telling Paimon that...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, the problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution. Exactly. I feel the same way. But by no... When you are ready, go to...
Just hand it over. You don't want any If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the vision, believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen—
Can't you make an exception? I just...
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch— Psst! Huh? There's someone trying— Come on! This way! What's going on? Shh! Quiet! Hey! This isn't right, you know! Huh? Hey! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
Alright, alright.
What?
What should we do now? He's already— this is your fault!
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would've—
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on.
Think nothing of it. Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm your—
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoi—
Whoa, that—
Stop it, huh? As for thanking me, his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision.
Yes, Master
Matsuka.
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. But if I just merged straight in there by myself, So, what about if I join?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told it.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. So, Master Masaka.
Whoa, talk about a—
Not bad, huh?
Time to break him in—
I'm here.
Now that we're in—
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want to end up— We should split up. Yes,
Come to be! Witness my great undertaking!
Go. Shut up!
I must withdraw.
Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Solidify!
This!
Life goes on.
Flood of frost!
I must withdraw. I've been tested.
guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Stabilize!
Coming to be! Feel this ancient power!
Life goes on. Beg for mercy.
I dare you! I must
I condemn you! Vengeance will be mine!
Soldiers, quick! Clear! Cut! I've been bested.
Yeah!
Order guide you.
Eye for an eye.
Show me what you've got. Don't hold back. I need to train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there? Brace yourself. Lesson. Gather. Burst forth. Don't hold back.
This is my great undertaking.
Guys. Shudder.
I must withdraw.
Watch your step. I dare you. Don't hold back!
I condemn you!
Live!
I will have order!
Yeah!
Allow me to strike first! Watch your step! I've been bested. I need to train harder.
Burst forth! Feel this ancient power!
I must withdraw.
Time to scout.
More speed.
Live!
Beg for mercy.
Must be Master.
Did you really think that little trick of you locking you up?
Oh no! Those Tenryou Commission.
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then...
I can't bear to watch.
Hey, you there! What are you...
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson.
Huh? That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission.
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strict.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful act.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
hey, the search champ.
Yoimiya, are you...
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to... Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my...
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fire.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to do...
Fireworks aren't just for fun. I was particularly proud of this batch. Well, fireworks are my craft after all.
Look, the coast is clear!
You're...
Master Masakatsu!
Come on! We've got no time! Oh.
Yes, he's in serious condition. But remember, once he's recovered... And
well...
We're finally out of that.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu.
Don't worry. I think I can make...
Thank you. All of you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to Right, Kujo. It seems as though they're... How about we go tell...
I see. So Kuj, I wonder if we should try establishing
Unlikely. Don't forget, in her eyes, Master Masaka, if our true motives were ever
True. Though if you ask me, we are now one step closer to victory. You're turning out to be even...
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready our...
There's no need to rush, but things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Yes, which reminds me. And the number of samurai out in...
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing...
You being in a constant state of Toma, what...
I'd say a celebratory... Funny enough...
A hotbot game?
Simply put, then we take it in turns to close... Anyone who guesses... Don't you think it sounds...
You really do? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather... Let's see what we've got here. Nice! You can't go... Paimon never thought we'd... This was
You can say that again.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. Even with a traveler's normal ingredient.
But weren't you the one who added boiling cakes and
I must apologize.
Uh-oh. I'm...
You know, Toma!
Guess I've been... Perhaps I did get a little carried. I think my luck has already taken a... So without further ado...
Oh, brother.
Good effort.
Yes. And with the extra time?
Let's all take some much-needed time. Downtime is hard to come by. I'll tidy things up here and...
There's gonna be a sequel.
Sure, why not? We should play again.
Bye, Tom. Seems we won't...